Hello, dear friends. The crisis in the financial system is producing many movements. It's time today to talk about mundane issues because the economy is the most visible indicator of global change. Opinion piece. World Summit. Milken event. Fears of a Black Monday. Meeting of the world's elite. Birth of a new world. New monetary world order. Davos Forum accelerates its plan. Birth of Bretton Woods III. Second wave of bank failures. All roads lead to gold. The age of new media is upon us. Brazil and Mexico grow more than expected. Gold is the bridge to the new economy. Tripolar dollar-yuan-euro monetary system. Basket of commodity-backed currencies. Let's start. The world's elite are heading to the Milken event to talk banks, rates and recession. Investors will gather in Beverly Hills next week to strategize on how to make money at the Milken Institute's 26th annual global conference. Much of the talk will revolve around the letter R, such as regional banks, regulatory regimes, and recession. There is also the threat of a Black Monday or any other day next week. The Milken event, also known as the annual Milken Institute Global Conference, is an economic and financial discussion forum held annually in Beverly Hills, California. It was founded by investor and philanthropist Michael Milken in 1998 and has grown to become one of the world's leading financial events. The event brings together business leaders, policy makers, and academics to discuss key economic and financial issues such as investment, financial regulation, technology, and innovation. In addition to discussions at the main meeting, there are a number of parallel sessions and related events, including debates, presentations, and networking opportunities. While the meeting focuses on economic and financial issues, its scope is very broad and encompasses many aspects of business and political life. As such, it attracts a wide range of participants from around the world and is considered an important event for the global business and financial community. We are witnessing the birth of Bretton Woods III, a new world monetary order centered on commodity-based currencies, according to Zoltan Pozsar, an economist and market strategist who has proposed the idea of a global monetary system based on commodity-backed currencies. According to Pozsar, this system would be based on the creation of a basket of currencies backed by key commodities such as oil, natural gas, and precious metals. Currently, the global monetary system is based on a floating exchange rate regime in which currencies fluctuate freely according to supply and demand in financial markets. Black Monday. Is there a Black Monday coming on 1st May in the stock market? The stock market can be influenced by a variety of factors, such as economic, political, and social events, and uncertainty in any of these factors could have a significant impact on financial markets. A recession is a prolonged decline in economic growth and can be caused by a variety of factors, such as declining output, rising unemployment, declining consumer spending, and business investment, among others. Unpredictable events such as natural disasters or political crises can also have a significant impact on the economy and lead to a recession. In general, it's important to stay informed about the state of the economy and be prepared to adapt to any changes in the economic conditions. Bank runs. A bank run occurs when many customers of a bank withdraw their deposits at the same time, which can lead to liquidity problems at the bank and affect its ability to meet its financial obligations. Unexpected events that affect customer confidence in the bank, such as corporate failures or economic crisis, can lead to a bank run. Has a second wave of bank failures started? Unexpected situations may arise that affect the financial stability of banks. Therefore, it is always important to be informed and prepared to adapt to any changes in economic and financial conditions. Is a breach of the debt ceiling unavoidable? The debt ceiling is the upper limit on the amount of money the US government can borrow to finance its operations. If Congress does not raise the debt ceiling, the government could run out of funds to pay its obligations, which could have negative consequences for the economy and financial markets. Breaking news. Fed sees rate hikes as economic risks rise. A recession is likely and the stage is being set, according to the X-22 report. More bank runs are on the horizon. Excuse me. The second wave of bank failures may have begun, according to Financial Heresy. JP Morgan and PNC are among a handful of banks bidding for First Republic. First Republic's $100 billion meltdown could unfold in three ways, and two of them would be terrible for shareholders. Joe Biden has created a slow-motion banking crisis, writes Ben Marlowe. Signs are growing that a debt crisis is looming. A debt ceiling default is unavoidable, according to Financial Heresy. If the US defaults on debt, Bitcoin could rise by almost 70%, says analyst. Bitcoin hovers around $30,000 after First Republic Bank boost. Stock market black hole worsens and the Fed admits inflation is still rising, according to Gregory Mannarino. Apple and Microsoft have never had so much influence on the S&P 500. Draining the swamp. The swamp is being drained, according to the X-22 report. The phrase draining the swamp became popular as an expression to describe the removal of corruption and selfish interests from politics. Simon Parkes confirms that military tribunals have begun on aircraft carriers. According to Derek Johnson, in quotes, the last act will be to clean out the low-level officials, and it will take a scary event. The era of new media is coming. It's over for legacy media, according to Dan Bongino. It takes a lot of money to be middle class in the biggest cities. Tripolar system. The dollar's dominance could give way to a tripolar currency system as China's yuan and the euro rise on the world stage. The dollar has been king for decades, but its decline as a reserve currency has raised concerns about whether a rival currency will dethrone it. Syria sees opportunity for economic development in replacing the dollar with the yuan. Canada's economy begins to stagnate as interest rates rise. German economy stagnates in the first quarter of 2023 due to the energy crisis. Ireland warns ECB about the real-life impact of interest rate hikes. China increases pressure on foreign companies. China's oil strategy combines diplomacy and domestic drilling. Rainer Fuellmich supports Maori sovereignty. Will there be Nuremberg tribunals in New Zealand? Fighting in Khartoum at the end of 2 weeks of fighting in Sudan. Prisoners leave jails and foreigners flee Sudan in droves. Predictions. The Davos Forum announced that it will accelerate its plan to bring us to the Great Reset. They believe they have a cover story and that will fail using the debt ceiling. Countries are heading for a recession, and inflation is picking up again according to the X22 report. The dark side is panicking and trying to control the narrative, but this is failing. People will be driven to the edge of the cliff, and at that point, assets will be released. Sultan Pothsar surprises Wall Street with a new prediction. We are witnessing the birth of a new world. This crisis is unlike anything we have seen before. In quotes, we are witnessing the birth of Bretton Woods III, a new monetary world order centered on commodity-based currencies in the East that will likely weaken the euro-dollar system and also contribute to inflationary forces in the West. Gold is the bridge to the new economy. According to Goldilocks, the markets are in the red right now. It's difficult to reverse the course of a market with so much debt. Only gold will have the power to carry the weight of our markets on its shoulders and take us to higher ground. Gold is backing all our assets through a new market. All roads lead to gold. Expect a price change event in gold at any time. Gold will set us free. Cobra is being quite insistent that May 1st is the day we have been waiting for as far as our ascension is concerned. It is not a full step, but it is a start. As far as the financial part of this is concerned, he's pretty sure they will allow the launch of the central bank's digital currency, but the light will have a surprise for them. Americas. Brazil and Mexico surprised investors with a stronger than expected growth in data released on Friday, indicating they are holding up as the Americas' largest economies amid high interest rates and rapid inflation. With more than 2 million visitors, Brazil surpassed pre-crisis tourism. Brazil versus Telegram. Tense border between state security and individual privacy. A court withdraws the injunction suspending Telegram in Brazil. Lula raises civil servants' salaries by 9% and announces more competitions. Fuel theft in Mexico hits public finances and is a social danger. A mining project in the Andes opens debate in Chile. Diplomatic tension continues between Peru and Chile over the migration crisis. The Peruvian government sends 300 soldiers to the border with Chile due to the migration crisis. Venezuela asks Chile and Peru to respect the human rights of its citizens. The US could make concessions with Venezuela to ease oil sanctions. Maduro enacts anti-corruption law to dispose of seized resources. Argentina is debating whether to embrace or say goodbye to the dollar to lift its economy. Argentina launches plan to irrigate 1.9 million hectares amid historic drought. Argentina's defense minister removes a retired general who vindicated the dictatorship. UN warns of recruitment of minors by armed groups in Colombia. Petro says that, quote, the poor subside Toyota owners with the price of petrol. The ban on bullfighting is back in the political debate in Colombia. The carrying of weapons for civilian use could be declared unconstitutional in Ecuador. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.